playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Carson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, now it's a great starting field position as well.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now it's Lockett. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
On third down, Carson, and he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Lance. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Lance, and he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They run it with Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
A final shot before break. Wilson. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. Again, it's Sermon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Lance. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough third and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 23, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable for Lockett. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Carson, the first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Carson. Finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. Sermon. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Carson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Lance throwing complete here to Sermon. Fighting through. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Lance looks to throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly.